mine. He's been a good friend for the last 2 years, and we've started our comedy careers together, and we decided to make a stupid little group called Yellow City Comedy. It's Skylar Potter.
What's going on, guys? Hey. Give it up one more time for Tristan, dude. That was awesome. So, 2016's almost over, huh? Yeah. I learned a lot about myself this year, not just with all the crazy shit we had to deal with like the presidential race and all that. I just learned a bunch about myself. Just getting older, you start realizing stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I was sitting back the other day, I was kind of stoned, I started thinking, I was like, dude, I think my mom may have missed a bunch of red flags when I was growing up. You know, like the red flags are like, this kid is gonna want to try drugs one day. You should probably fix that shit, you know what I mean? Like, for instance, the first time I remember going to the dentist to get dental work done, as I'm leaving, I looked the dentist right in the eye and I'm like, hey man, do you have any of that laughing gas I could take home with me? Like, some good shit, you know? Like, mom didn't notice, doctor caught on immediately. He's like, get the fuck out of here, you future junkie, what are you doing? You can't just ask me for that. And mom's like, yeah, he's a good kid, I love him. That was it, you know? I've learned a lot, man. Like, the other day I was talking to my girlfriend, we're just sitting on the couch. I don't even know how we got on the topic. I have no idea. We started talking about alcohol poisoning. And out of pure curiosity, I was like, I wonder if I have ever had alcohol poisoning. And her head whipped around so fast. Big eyes, like, dude, you've had alcohol poisoning like 4 times since I met you. And I was like, really? I really didn't know. And she's like, yeah, all those times you couldn't get out of bed, you'd stand up, throw up, pass out. I have to bring you water, you call into work. That's not a hangover, dude. That's alcohol poisoning. And at this point in the story, I'm dying laughing. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man. I did not know that. She's like, stop laughing, Skylar, stop laughing. That's not funny. That's your body shutting down. Like, people have died from that. Which prompted me to ask, why didn't we go to the hospital? It's a fucking reasonable question, I feel. And she just looks at me with a cold stare, like, you wouldn't get out of bed. Like, what was I supposed to do? Basically what she was saying is, you're fucking replaceable, man. Like, you can keep drinking if you want. Try driving, I don't know. Like, I think this is like a pretty good time to say that I'm probably not supposed to be a father, right? Don't call CPS or anything, I don't have kids. I'm just saying, I agree with you guys. I don't think that shit should happen. And like, I had a buddy the other day tell me, he's like, life is like a video game, brother. Life is like a video game. You gotta beat every level, and one of those levels is having kids. And you gotta beat every level. I was like, dude, you know condoms aren't fucking cheat codes, right? Like, you don't have to have a kid. You can have fun and money and stuff like that instead, if you want. But I like to be honest about that, and it gets me in trouble a lot. You know, I like to be honest. I don't want to have kids, and it's cool. I like to be honest, but I get caught off guard sometimes. Like this lady at work the other day. I work at a cell phone store. I can't say the name on stage, but it rhymes with Roost Boble. If y'all can figure that out, it's on you. You got to figure that one out. So I'm working. We cater to drug dealers. For those who don't know, we do. Like, you can change your phone number once every 24 hours. Like, it's not fucking sketchy. Yeah, our slogan is "Where you at?" Written in tag letters. We cater to drug dealers, so I'm talking to a drug dealer, right? And we're just having some normal back and forth, and out of nowhere, she's like, do you have kids? And to her face, I went, fuck no. Oh no. You ever know when you made a mistake, like your stomach feels like it's full of pudding or something? You're just like, oh, fucked up. And I know she got offended, because the first thing she said, she just leans in, she's like, what, you don't enjoy hearing the sound of children's laughter? And I was like, how did you make yourself sound like the devil, dude? That is not... That's actually not what I said. I wish that's what I said. What I said was actually worse. I go, Jesus, lady? No. Like, the sound of children crying. I'm not a fan. Like, the smell of shit, whether it's in my car or home. Not into that. I don't like the look of disappointment that they're going to have when they realize that I'm their father. You know what I mean? It's fair. It's fair to say. Like, if you're telling me I should have a kid, that means one thing. You don't fucking know me. That's all that means. Who is him? I don't know. That's what that means. Like, ask any of my friends if I should, ask my mother if I should have a kid. She'd be like, fuck no, he should stick to dogs. That's coming from a Christian lady who doesn't cuss, who also wants grandchildren. Fuck no, he should stick to dogs. Direct quote. So I don't think I should have kids. And like, I'm at a point in my life where all my friends are having kids, which is cool. If you have kids, I'm not talking shit on you. You're braver than me. That's all that means. But like, I'm at a place where all my friends are having kids, which is fine. But once they have a baby, they start bringing it everywhere. Like it's a new bike. It's like, fucking leave them at home, man. What are you doing? Don't bring them to dinner. You know? Like, you want to ruin my night because they ruined your life? Is that how that's going to work? Now it's my fault if I have one too many drinks because I'm setting a bad example for Bradley? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Leave them at home, man. And I think I'm helping a lot of people with this one. People with kids or without it. If you have a baby, cool. I don't want to hold your fucking baby. If I like you, I won't hold your baby. Because my reason being is I break bongs all the time. All the time. Yeah. And I actually like bongs. I don't even know your kid. You're gonna hand me your fucking favorite thing? Your favorite thing. Like, what I'm getting at is what if you drop the baby? That's what I'm... Exactly. They're not gonna wanna hang out anymore. You just lost a friend. Don't hang out with Skylar. Did you hear what happened? Yeah, dude, head first on the tile. That's so sad. He tried saving it with that hacky sack move. Yeah, he got 2 bounces, couldn't grab it. Can't hang out with that guy, I know that. Right? If I don't like you, I'll hold your fucking baby. Fuck you, Tommy, I'm out of here. I don't know you. Man, yeah, like, at least I know that I'm not supposed to have kids, right? Like, because there's people out there who are having kids who are not supposed to have kids. Right? Every one of us have a friend that whenever you heard they were having a baby, you and everybody they know went, fuck. I don't think that's a good idea. And it always comes tied with some crazy story. Like, Mark's having a baby? Dude, Mark was diving off a 3-story house into a hot tub yesterday. You telling me he's fucking procreating now? That's... My favorite story like that is that it comes tied to my friend is my cousin. My cousin just had a baby, which is super funny to me because I don't see that guy. I still see the guy who fucked a jar of peanut butter when we were in high school, you know? Because he got a little too drunk or whatever. And I know what you're all thinking. You're like, what kind of peanut butter was it, Scott, man? And most of you guys are probably on the same page. You're thinking creamy. No. Extra crunchy. Yeah. It's essentially a jar of peanuts that's just kind of held together by peanut butter. Like if you hold it out and shake it, peanuts fall out. He saw that drunk and was like, I'm gonna put my dick in there. And now he has a kid. You know how ironic it would be if that kid was allergic to peanuts? I'm just saying. I'm sure he's changed. I'm sure he's a better father now. He doesn't hang out with me because I do this shit. I get him in front of people and talk about it, you know? Like, if he was here, he knows I would have a plan. Like, as soon as I started the joke, I'd be like, bring him up on stage. The music would kick in. It's like, peanut butter jelly time, right? Like, as he walks, he knows that. He knows that. Hey, while we're in this area about my cousin, you guys want to hear a story? Yeah. This is a story about what I believe to be the best prank I ever pulled in my life, okay? It starts out kind of slow, but we'll get there. So we're over at Brad's house. Brad is my cousin, right? It's me, yeah. I'll call him by name. I don't give a shit. So me, Brandon, and Brad, we're over at Brad's house. We're at Brad's house. It's 4th of July weekend. The reason we're there is because Brad has the cool mom. You guys remember the cool mom in high school? It turns out when you're an adult, you realize they just work a day job on Saturdays, so they can't put up with your shit on Friday. You know, so you get away with a lot more over there. So we're over at the cool mom's house, and it's 4th of July. So as soon as she goes to bed, we just start doing shit we're not supposed to. That's what 16-year-olds do. We're taking shots, we're popping fireworks, and eventually Brad gets so drunk, he's like, I gotta go to bed, because I'm hammered. And we're like, dude, that is an awesome way to know you. Because last time he got that drunk and didn't go to bed, he fucked that jar of peanut butter we were just talking about. So we're like, you're way smarter than you were a month ago, you know? And so he goes to bed, and me and Brandon, we basically get bored instantly. We're like, what are we gonna do? So we take a few more shots, and we start going through the fireworks, and realize all we have left is 14 smoke bombs. And we're like, that's perfect, because Brad lives in a mobile home, and for some reason, his door doesn't have a doorknob on it. I don't know why, but it doesn't. And it's perfect. We're like, we'll pop a few in there, right? 3 or 4. He'll wake up and be like, what? And we'll be like, prank. That's like, it's not a great idea, but we're drunk 16-year-olds. It's a pretty good prank. So we pop 3 in, nothing. No noise, nothing. We're like, all right, we'll put a few more in. We put all 14 smoke bombs in there, and still nothing, no noise. So we're like, all right, prank's a bust. We'll just open the door, air the room out. Don't want anybody to get in trouble. And we open the door. When I say there was so much smoke in there, you guys, there was so much fucking smoke in there, you guys. There was so much smoke that me and Brandon simultaneously went, fuck, Brad's dead, and then like ran in the room. We're freaking out. Brandon's opening like doors and windows, smoke's barreling out of the house. It's my job to find Brad. I gotta find Brad. And I don't know where he sleeps, so I'm feeling around, right? I finally find him. And I'm like, oh, fucking awesome. And I noticed he's breathing, so I thought he was dead. I was like, oh shit, we just avoided homicide charges. That's awesome. You get really excited in that moment. You're like, I'm not going to jail tonight. And so, like I said, the prank's over. I don't want to prank him anymore. But as soon as I realized he was breathing, something like took over me, like the spirit grabbed me, if you will. And I ended up violently shaking him awake and yelling that his house was on fire. Yeah, he believed me. So me and Brandon are like, prank back on, right? We're all excited. And Brad's losing his mind. And I understand why he's losing his mind. He was asleep, he got shaken awake, he heard fire, and there's smoke in the room. I think the one red flag should have been that all the smoke was like blue, purple, green. Didn't faze him. So he runs outside, and he's losing his mind. Like I said, it's a trailer park. 1:30 in the morning on 4th of July in a trailer park means everybody's outside. Unless you're a cool mom and you have to work in the morning, like you're outside, right? And he's losing his shit, but not the way I think you and I would, right? He's not going like, I should go get my mom, or maybe my dogs, perhaps pants. That might be good, right? He's no, just in his boxers, dick flopping around, going, my mom's gonna know we were drinking! My mom's gonna know we were drinking! And then he just like reset, and then he walked into a house that he believed to be on fire and just laid down on the couch and passed out. Either he reset or was like, I am not getting grounded for this shit, fuck that. I'll go down like the captain, you know what I mean? Yeah, it was beautiful. We got away with it, like he fell asleep, we aired the house out, nobody got in trouble. The next day, I think Brad's mom was like, it smells like gunpowder. We're like, fireworks, what can you do? That was it. It was over. Until 1 year later, we got in trouble a year later. What happened was, we told a bunch of people about it. Naturally, it's fucking hilarious, I'm still doing it. And what they did was they tried to recreate the joke on another friend at the same house and burn the house down with smoke bombs. How the fuck do you even do that? Even the firefighter was like, that shit's impressive, man. Like, he knew art when he saw it, you know? I guess it's not a prank if it ends in arson. My bad. Alright, before I bring up your headliner, you guys want to hear one more story? Yeah! Alright, this is the best of night, I guess, because this is the best fight I ever saw in my life. It's awesome. It wasn't like a movie or a UFC match. No, dude, best fight I ever saw in my life was in a strip club. Hands down. Dude, it was everything going on around it. Don't get me wrong, the fight was amazing. It's the only time I've ever seen someone get like kicked in the chest, dude flies back, lands on a table like it is a movie. I'm like, fucking, that's awesome, right? You don't see that shit every day. I was like, it looks like it hurt. And then, but it was everything going on around the fight. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it was the strippers that made the fight for me. Cause like, when a fight breaks out in a strip club, you can tell the rookies from the veterans immediately. Still talking about the strippers. You can tell immediately. Like, I look over to the side stage and the little girl, she's grabbing her stuff, leaving, and in my head I'm like, fuck yeah, get out of there, girl, yeah. Like, as soon as chairs are flying, she's leaving. And like, that's like, I don't know about you, but a nightmarish scenario for me is to be dancing naked on a stage and then get hit by a chair and then still be a stripper. you know? And I was like, it's protocol, get the hell out of there, you know? And I could not have been more wrong. I look up to the main stage, and this veteran of a stripper, you guys, like I'm pretty sure she had tenure, you know what I mean? Been there a while. They're kind of like teachers. They teach you who not to date. Like, don't date that chick. She's dancing while chairs are flying, doing the Matrix and shit, you know? Don't need that. And like in my head, I'm like, dude, this chick is professional, man. Like, she knows the show must go on style. Theater student, clearly working her way through college for the last decade or something. And like, as I'm thinking all this is the best part. This guy behind me just yells at the top of his lungs. He just goes, "Why you guys fighting when these girls got them titties out?" And I was like, I have to see who said that shit. So I turn around, see this like one-toothed gentleman with a beard, just like, I saw a pirate standing behind me. And he's sitting there like, fucking yeah, I said that. And I'm like, dude, tonight has been awesome. I cannot wait to go back and tell everybody about this. And then this is the magical moment, was that the pirate, that guy, he shows up to my table with a round of shots and invited us to his church that weekend. Amazing. But alright, man, that's my time, guys. I'm Skylar Potter. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I'm gonna turn it back over to Shane.